wife loves you more than my wife loves me.
Why?
Isn't that me text from Sam or?
Well, one was that said you went live.
Yeah.
And then and then Samantha
And
said
not much, Evan. We're just out here at the wood hole there and just having some beers and relaxing. There's the brother-in-law, Sean.
howdy.
Tomorrow we're gonna slay a bunch of wood because this wood hole is ripe for the picking. And yeah, this is a boring live feed. I'm just a few beer in, relaxing. Can't see shit because sun's finally gone down. I got a thumbs up. That's fucking cool. You still got the Subaru though, don't you, Evan? Your little Subaru. Since the wife bought her Subaru, I actually kind of really like Subarus. They're kind of awesome vehicles. Is your Subaru a turbo, Evan? Because that boxer engine with the turbo is fucking insane. Oh, you can still see some earth shine to the west. Some of these trees are coming down tomorrow because, yeah, Sean's ripe for when I cut down some trees. I don't know how it is in Northern Ontario, Evan, but here we can cut whatever we want as long as we fill out the permit correctly. Except for limber pine and white pine, because those are endangered apparently. $450,000 kilometers on that thing. Holy fuck. That's crazy. That's some longevity there. That's fucking cool. Have you done any work to the engine on it? Or is it still stock, like, just fucking keeps going? I feel this live feed's very muffler delete. Just a picture of the fire. No one wants to see my ugly mug. Hey, it's oil and coolant in it. If it's a fucking commuter vehicle, that's fucking awesome. But you have your Frummins, right? Your Ford with the Cummins in it. Hey, pie in the sky, how's it going? 18 people are watching. Holy fuck. I somewhat feel popular right now. Say hi again, Sean.
Hello, everybody.
So yeah, here tomorrow, we're camping for 2 nights, but tomorrow we're going to harvest a crap ton of wood. I'm going to fill my little crap-ass trailer, my truck. My little mini truck. Mini truck's a little tough. It's pretty tough, though. Well, Dodge did put out quite a bit of shit transmissions in their day. Their new ones are pretty good, though. Well, they got the... What's that new one your truck has in it?
The Asian.
The Asian? That one's tough as fuck. Kind of like the Ford makes the best transmission, though. Ford makes their own transmission. It's pretty fucking cool. It's nice being able to have fires in Alberta this year because there's no fires burning because it was wet and cold as can be. Well, those standard transmissions you can rebuild yourself, right, Evan? Because unlike an automatic, you can actually rebuild a standard. You know, Evan, I've been thinking about flying into Winnipeg, hooking up with. Sean's laughing at that because, yay, vacation going into Winnipeg. But I figure if I can go to Winnipeg and pick up Chippy, and we can go to Dryden and hang out for a bit. Maybe. It's just a thought. Because it's 2 years in a row I didn't get to meet you at Tazapalooza, so I think I need to come out your way. And all this Alberta wood burns so flippin' quick. Pine, spruce, tamarack. What year is your truck, Evan, that has the Fummins in it? Yeah, I imagine if the input shaft welded to the output shaft, yeah, that might have been a little rough. Are those transmissions rated for the torque that the Cummins put out? What engine did the Fummins have in it originally? Was it V10 or was it actually one of the really shitty the international engines that the EPA made a complete pile of shit? Like that'd be the 6 liter or the 6.4? The 6 liter. Okay. So the Cummins was a complete total upgrade. Because that 6 liter was the 6 liter actually wasn't a bad engine in commercial forms, international, but EPA completely fucked that up, and so did they with the 6.4. It wasn't until Ford built that 6.7, or no, yeah, 6.7. That's what Ford has, right? 6.7.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the 6 liter belongs at the bottom of the ocean. Or the 6 liter belongs in the scrapyard with Chippy so he can smash it.
But they sound fucking good.
They do sound good. When they're done upright, you got ARP studs and fucking EGR delete, and
That's all they're good for.
I'm glad Ford finally has a good diesel again. But they had to build it themselves. I think all of the 6 liter shit shows, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all weak until you bulletproof them.
EPA fucked them up, and you talk about people that love them and they spend like $10,000 bulletproofing them. And it's kind of like, well, if, you're already spending a premium if you buy a diesel, and if you already paying that diesel, you don't want to pay another $10,000 to make it actually fucking good. Which now, the 6.7's good, and okay, no, I'll take your word for that. Because then they came out with the 6.4, and the 6.4 was 6.4 the one that cooked the back cylinders. One of those cooked the back cylinders because of the EGR EPA bullshit.
It got too hot.
That's why I don't like diesels. Gas is simple. They don't last as long. They get shitty fuel mileage. But at least you can put your lay into the skinny pedal and fucking rev them to 5,000 RPMs and they don't fucking give a shit. And still, even though the 05 to 07s may have been better ones, still problematic still. Like, who wants to spend that kind of money on a diesel truck and then have problems? And I'm glad Ford figured that out and fixed the issue. Because the old 7.3 was fucking Cadillac. That was a great engine. And that was an international engine too, but that's before all the EPA BS. Sean must be cold.
Getting a little too romantic in here. It's too dim.
Yeah, it's still kind of light to the west, kind of, sort of, maybe. No, yeah, 7.3s. That's why, like, I'm sure it's the same in Northern Ontario there. But the 7.3s here, if they're in good running shape, they are worth a mint. Because people love those. They never die. They keep chugging along. Oh, I shouldn't say that, because didn't the 7.3s also have a non-turbo version in the early 90s? Yeah, I think the first iteration of the 7.3 was non-turbo.
I believe so, yeah.
Which is probably a good gas miser. Yeah, rust kills them here too. And usually when you see them running, the forged shell around them kind of is like dying. But that's the same with the trucks that sell the 12-valve Cummings in them. They
All converted to flat decks because there's no box left.
Yeah. You still have a 6.9 truck? Holy fuck. That's old school. But it's a much better engine than what GM have, that 6.2 liter boat anchor. And before that, they had the Oldsmobile 350 converted to diesel. Those are crap too. Actually, I think Dodge used to have a diesel in the early 80s too. They don't hear about it anymore because they were garbage.
Yeah, I think that was another one that they converted to diesel.
Yeah, it was this gas miser.
Yeah.
In the fuel crisis, trying to have a diesel that has 110 horsepower, and it may have had a large torque number, but that didn't matter because it had no horsepower. You kind of need a combination of the both. Yeah, that's right, Evan. Yeah, I did read that because, well, my wife works at Mitsubishi dealership, and they kind of have like their history wall. But I guess Mitsubishi and Dodge has had a relationship for quite a long time, because you could buy the the Dodge Colt, which was a Mitsubishi.
I believe so. I can't fully remember that one.
And didn't their minivans? Who the fuck made the engines for the minivans? It wasn't Mitsubishi. It was maybe it was Mitsubishi.
I think it was Mitsubishi.
Like the 3-liter V6 and crap like that.
Yeah, I think that was Mitsubishi on that one.
You know what I haven't seen forever on the roads? Ford Courier. Have you ever seen one of those, Evan? You're younger than me, so not by much, but Ford Courier. Who the fuck? I think those are made by Mazda. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, that makes sense because when the Caravans first came out with the V6, they were. I know they didn't make the engine, and Dodge is famous for that, not making their own engines. I hear Toyota's actually going to be coming out with a compact truck, and it's going to be based on the RAV4 chassis. But that's kind of the way things are going because I mean Ford has the Maverick, which isn't actually a bad little. It's an alternative to an SUV, right? And then Hyundai did one, the Santa Cruz. And I actually heard rumors that Dodge is actually bringing the Rampage back.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's coming out next year.
Probably based on like a Hornet chassis or some crap like that. But whatever. I mean, people laugh at the small trucks, but I mean, I look at the Ford Maverick, and that's an alternative to having an SUV, and it's more useful than an SUV. Well, Evan and Dryden, you can probably do that. It's like Mexico rules, right? And really, small town Alberta, you see side by sides going around. Actually, at Tazapalooza, quite a few side by sides were going around town. But yeah, Evan, I think I'm going to try to make it down to Winnipeg, and me and Chipper can come visit you, I think. Well, I hope you're not going to take your side-by-side down to Trans-Canada. But if you did, I hope you have a beer in your hand while you do it, because that'd be fucking awesome. Hold my beer, I'm going to do this shit. Although, that Polaris Razor that we got for you, that thing would do 100 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, they boog.
Yeah.
And who's gonna stop you? You just take off in the ditch.
Yeah. Hey, Ted. Your name shows up in blue because you're a moderator. That's still early in Colville. Evan's up and it must be like 2 in the morning almost. And Ted, we're burning that crap wood that we're burning pine. Maybe some black spruce. We're only an hour ahead then. Yeah, Ted, it's warmed up here. Like coming next week, we're gonna be in the 90s here, so it's gonna be toasty. Evan, here we're trying to find the elusive birch that apparently is so good in Alberta, but we still haven't found any. I think we have to go up way fucking north and yeah. Yeah, we're going all old school. Sean's got his cot, I got my cot, just sleeping outside. I can't see shit, but it's there.
It exists.
Yeah. Piles of wood by our head so we can throw wood on the fire because we are in bear country and cougar country, and squirrel country. Fucking squirrels.
Well, there's those lynx or whatever. Well, that one time too, was it lynx or?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of link. Yeah, that winter. Oh, you got fireman. That fucking sucks. But your guys' fire season in Washington comes a little later than ours because yours is like probably like BC where it's kind of started now. Where normally our fire season would actually be ending now. $50, $60 cords. That's a shit ton of wood. So, I'm just taking a walk. I walk to my truck. Need a cigar. Hey, look at that, cigars. Yeah, so here in Canada, for you in the States, we have all these gruesome warnings on any tobacco products we buy. We just ignore them because we don't care, but you don't smoke or have cigars because it's healthy for you. And most people that do that know that. It's not the fucking dark ages where people didn't know that shit. Yeah, at least Washington has it better than California, because California is like meant to burn. Like, they talk about climate change and that's why California is burning, but I mean, my entire adult life, California is always burning. No, I don't remember that. I was never really watching the Royal Canadian Air Force. Phone's down. I gotta light a match. I don't have a lighter. I just got matches. Well, Ted, that's Alberta's problem too. Forest management. So, Ted, where I normally go camping, and Sean too, we go down this road called El River Road. And for the last 20 years, I drove down that road, and the amount of dead shit right by the road and stuff like that, and just how it just lack of forest management turned it into a tinderbox. And last year, that tinderbox went up, and like, you want to go down to Montana or Washington or Idaho, even not so much Idaho, but Montana and Washington, and you just see the forest management, and like, it's weird to say, but their forests are clean. Like, they're just clean. Like, you don't have all this dead brush right beside the road and shit like that. So that's what happened last year. A fire sparked, and it went for, like, it's the area that burned last year by Elk River. That's probably 100 miles by 100 miles, which I don't know that is an acre. It's a crap ton of acres. Like, devastating. So, Ted, in the States, does the Forest Service just go and clear out some of that deadfall and shit? Like, I know the Forest Service in the United States is a lot better than the one in Canada, but it's kind of like night and day difference. Evan, I think we had 5 channels in Edmonton. We had CTV, ITV, CBC, we had the French channel, and we had the public access channel. Then one time we got cable and we had like 13 channels. and one was PBS. One was like the Weather Network, and we had the American feeds too, like ABC, CBS, and shit like that. Okay, Ted, that makes sense because that's what Alberta needs to do. But the thing is, the government's waste so much tax dollars. There's not tax dollars for actually things we need, like policing, Forest Service, military. Our military's a fucking joke, and we have so much fucking coastline. It's fucking sad.
With our little rowboats.
Yep. Yeah, we bought some submarines from the Brits in the 90s there, and it all fucking sank. So Travis, you're at karaoke in Montreal there? That's the kind of one. I think in Alberta they actually need to encourage people to come out to the bush and cut deadfall. Like cut the shit off the ground. Like it's fucking insane.
There's so many stupid people. That's just another thing they'll take away from us, because something bad's gonna happen.
You know what, Evan? All I can say is we need a little bit of Pierre in our parliamentary, or the head of the parliament. Our prime minister needs to be Pierre Poilievre. And the fact that St. Paul, Toronto voted for a conservative in the by-election, that's good.
They just can't mess it up.
Yeah. But I'll still be sitting here eating popcorn, watching the United States election here in November, because that's going to be such a clusterfuck. I'm sorry, all my American viewers, but you're voting for a bag of potatoes or another bag of potatoes. Like, it's kind of a lose-lose.
Hey, leave the potatoes out of this.
What?
Leave the potatoes out of this.
Fuck potatoes. Yeah, I really, I hope Pierre Poilievre, Evan, like, fixes the military, and at least all politicians don't keep half their promises, but I hope that Pierre Poilievre keeps some of them and fixes Canada at least a little bit, just a little bit. He doesn't have to completely fix Canada, but just make enough so people are at least somewhat happy and not, pissed off that tax dollars are being pissed down the toilet.
Yeah, actually bring some pride back into the country.
Yeah, Ted, it's actually amazing. Like, you drive from Alberta and you go to like Kalispell, Montana, and the forest there, it's all like big ponderosa pines, but the forest floor is like clean. It's almost like they had like cattle grazing there just to mitigate some of the shit that can burn.
Well, granted, Trump is sweeper.
Well, Trump wants people to vacuum the forest floor, but I don't know. I hope Trump becomes president because that'll be. I think it'll be better than Biden winning. I'm not in the United States, so I'm just like saying shit. But I mean,
at least one you can understand.
Yeah, Biden is just a lost fucking. He should be in a home.
Yeah.
That debate, the presidential debate in the United States, like holy crap, like the look on Biden's face whenever Trump talks, he's like he's watching a homeless person shit in the middle of the street. The look on his face, like, it was fucking hilarious. And then Trump kept trying to answer questions that wasn't turned to
Golf.
Yeah, I missed the golf thing, but
That was like the best part.
I can't wait till Canadian debate, because I think at some point Pierre Poilievre will just mount Trudeau and like teabag him. Because hey, JK, what's up? It's pretty late out there in Kentucky, isn't it? Me and my brother-in-law are just out here camping, having a fire. Gonna load up our trucks with wood tomorrow. Then have some beers. And probably some more beers. Followed by some more beers. What the hell's the LC? No, Ted, I'm just have a cot with a sleeping bag. We used to sleep outside. As long as it doesn't rain, we're fine. You don't have daylight savings time in Kentucky, JK? Josh, what is LC? Yeah, it's getting fucking dark out here. Well, we get our liquor from liquor stores, JK. See, we got rules around liquor here in Alberta. You can only sell liquor in Alberta between 10 a.m. and 2 a.m. So they'll be shut down for 8 hours. So that's why if you're having a really late night, you gotta stock up. And we're on the bush. The nearest liquor store is half hour away.
Yeah.
Evan, I was at a LCBO one time, and they in London, Ontario, and they had a drive-through. But to my dismay, they did not just. You couldn't just order a tall can they'd hand to you in your hand. They wanted to put stuff in your trunk, and that was bullshit. If you're gonna have a drive-through liquor store, you should be able to order a tall can that has to you while you drive. The LCBO's on strike. That's gonna be like mass chaos in Southern Ontario.
Okay.
And North Ontario too, I guess, but I'm actually always surprised that Ontario still hasn't privatized liquor. Speaking of beer, I need another beer. Do you want beer, Sean?
Sure.
Doing a beer run. Beer run to the old cooler, which you guys can't see because everything's dark as fuck. Wood pile.
Oh, thanks, Chief. Milwaukee.
Well, the beer store has the good stuff, right? I remember in Alberta, before they privatized liquor, you'd have the ALCBs, Alberta Liquor Control Board, but you'd also have the beer store, which was, open on Saturdays and Sundays, where the Alberta Liquor Control Board was shut down Saturdays and Sundays. So you couldn't buy hard liquor, but you could buy beer. Now, Sean's drinking a PBR there, Josh. I'm drinking Rainier. I'm drinking like Washington State beer. But we're drinking the... Yeah, I know that channel, Ted. I've seen that a few times. I've come across... I have not subscribed, but it's come across too on my home feed. I should probably subscribe. And Evan, too, is in Ontario, too. And he's, well, 82 F100 short wheelbase. And JK, PBR in Canada tastes different.
It is different.
It tastes better in America. Down in America. Yeah, Josh, we did too. We bought, I think, Heather and I were like, by the time we camped in BC on the way back to Edmonton, and we realized in 4 days we went through 90 cans of beer. And 60 of them were Keystone. I said, no, we didn't go through 90 cans because we gave 1 can to JK of the PBR. So we only went through 89 cans. So that made it better. We didn't feel like alcoholics then. You know what's weird, Evan? You go to the United States, they don't call it, oh, never mind. Sorry. Here in Alberta, Blue Moon used to be called Belgian Moon, and there's a reason so they wouldn't confuse it with another beer. And then one time we went out to the United States, and Heather asked for a Belgian Moon because she saw it on tap. But they looked at her like she had 2 heads. It's like, oh, it's called Blue Moon down here. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ted, Molson Canadian sucks.
Yeah.
It's a cheap beer that has a premium price tag. And it's kind of weird. And beer prices up here are a lot different. Here in Alberta, the cans have actually changed to Blue Moon now. Because, like I said, Heather likes that stuff. I'll have a can of Kate. It's good breakfast beer when you're camping. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. That's awesome. As long as it doesn't rain hard. Although I did bring a tarp for myself.
I didn't. Crawled under my truck.
Hey, the guy I work for, it's not work with. Actually, he's my subordinate technically. But he's from Thunder Bay, and he loves his OV, old vagina. He calls it. Going all the way up to Pennsylvania, Josh. That's so far away. That's like just one state up, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm gonna end this live feed because it's like starting to rain, so we gotta like mitigate some stuff here. So yeah. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we gotta get this fire going. It's starting to rain. Got kind of see we're sleeping in cots. That's my cot. That's Sean's cot. So we gotta figure some stuff out. Oh, more people are coming in. Oh fuck. Yeah, well, we'll keep it going in the rain. Why not?
That's already starting to die down, it feels like.
Woodstock, Ontario. Grew up in Hay River. Holy crap. That's cool. That's way up there. But yeah, no, we're gonna cut this out. So yeah, like everyone, thanks for tuning in. Take it easy. Hope everyone has a great. Yeah, tomorrow's the weekend, right? Yeah, it's Friday, right?
I hope it's Friday.
Anyways, everyone have a great weekend. Take it easy. Bye.